earthquake, thunder crash and fires awake. With every breath, the
Hey guys, stay tuned after the deck profiles to see an epic clash against the one and only Full Frontage. Hey guys, still Christoph here for another Elestrals video and another deck build. Today we're using the one and only, the Kraken himself, Drakking. Drakking is a 7 attack for defense. When it destroys an Elestral in battle, you can go ahead and take control of that Elestral, and it cannot be destroyed or can't be attacked while that Elestral is enchanted. I love this deck. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be some judgment, I'm sure, but guys, this deck pops off. I'm super excited about it. This will be the deck I use in the next premiere event, which would be February 27th, or 23rd, I should say. So that being said, let's go over it. We do got 2 copies of the Drakking. Again, it just feels right. Every Elestral in my deck can ascend into this, and that's the main point of this deck. To get the boy out to attack, take control, etc., etc. This guy almost took out a Centaur the other day. I kept enchanting spirits on it, so it actually had 12 attack over the 11 Centaur. Sadly, we did lose that clash, but the fact that you can say you got a Drakking up to 12 attack is something else. 2 copies of the Drakking. We also got 1 copy of the Drakid. Again, Drakid isn't the best card stat-wise. Its effect is okay. Switch the attack with a with a 1-cost Elestral on field. It's just not the best though. So the secondary effect to ascend, that's the only reason why I have even one copy in this deck. We are running triple Knobs. Knobby is an awesome lunar card, able to lower the attack of any non-lunar or solar. And the secondary effect to ascend the Double Gator is second to none. So that being said, we are running 3 copies of the Knobby, and we are running 1 copy of the Double Gator. Lowering attack stats is great. It is a 5 attacker, and again, I can go ahead and protect it. I can send over whatever I got to do. A second copy would be nice, but in the main deck, there was just no room for it. We are also running 3 copies of Spectaris. Spectaris arguably is one of the best 1-drops in the game right now. 4 attack, 2 defense, able to raise its attack for every suppressed Elestral on field. And when it enters battle with an Elestral, it suppresses that Elestral as well. So it's beaten over Viscerus, it's beaten over Galaxies, it's beaten over Foamy, so Foamy can't use its special cast effect. So overall, one of the best cards in the game right now. That's it for the lunar package. We are going to hit the water package now. So we are running Curibus. I'm sure you guys can see where this is going, but we are running Rock in a Hard Place in this deck as well. So we do have 1 copy of Curibus in the main deck. We're also running Ed, and Eddie. Triple Eddies in deck. Again, really good water card, able to switch position any Elestral's battle position on field, even on a special cast. So I could even technically go Foamy, cast Eddie, turn Eddie back into attack mode himself, attack again if I wanted to. Speaking of Foamy, we are running 2 copies of Foamy in the main deck. Again, able to special cast any 1-drop water in our deck. That being said, one of the best water Elestrals in the game is Galaxy. Able to flip-flop any or all the stats for water enchanted Elestrals. Again, I don't have many 1-drop water Elestrals that benefit from this. But again, it's just a beater. And if I can keep this out for a turn, I can send into Drakking. I can send into Eddie, whatever I need to do. I can even misenchant, so it's a 5 defense on field. We are running double Sluggle, able to heal 3 extra spirits in the game. It's been working really good for this card. Again, you're expecting it to get destroyed. You're not protecting this card unless you're summoning one of your beaters next turn, but it's good to heal those extra spirits. And the last water Elestral in the deck is going to be 2 copies of Snark. Snark is a really strong card in my opinion. It is a 3/3, so stat-wise it's okay. But able to search any card in deck, specifically any card in deck that is water and lunar. So right off the bat, you're looking on the field, it is Drakking, but there's also a couple more cards I'm going to show you that will search this card. And the next card that Snark can search is Rock and a Hard Place. Awesome card for destruction purposes. You're going to target an Elestral and a rune on my opponent's field. It can also be a Divine. It can be Stadium. Does not matter. They choose 1 to be destroyed, and if you have Eddie and Drakid on the field, they can actually ascend into their next forms. That being said, also another card I can use my Snark to search would be Tsunami High Tide. A newer card for Moonrise. It switches 2 Elestrals on field, changes the battle position to whatever, the opposite. I butchered that. Apologize, guys. But also, I get to enchant water or Luna onto field. So again, we do have Atlantis. You'll see that shortly. But I can also re-enchant my Elestral, add water to them to go ahead and buff them even more. If it's late game and I know the next attack could win the game, I can go ahead and switch, say, an Ash Rabbit to attack mode. I have Drat King on field. Add an extra spear, attack over, deal 2. Take the bunny, deal 3. Next up, speaking of Tsunami, we are going to run triple Tsunamis. The counter rune lineup, honestly, for this deck is going to be a little weird. Everyone's been judging when they first see it, but again, the deck's been popping off really well. So counter runes, it is the triple Tsunami. It is the triple Gorgons. That's it. No other counter runes in the main deck, guys. Again, it doesn't seem like, it seems really bad because most decks are running at least 10 counter runes, if not more. It works. I'm not going to lie, it just works. Again, I do have triple Tsunami High Tide, which you can almost classify that as counter because the next turn I'm going to switch your positions on field and attack over whatever you're going to do. I'm attacking over your bunnies. My buddy played Phosphor Cell yesterday for defense. I'm able to switch Phosphor Cell to defense, attack over it. So the rune lineup is small compared to most decks. I believe this deck is at 23-17 split. But again, it's been working, guys. We are running triple Ambrosia and double Atlantis. Again, mainly water in my deck. I can use Tsunami High Tide as well to enchant water to my Lunar Elestral. So say Double Gator, for instance, buffing it on field as a 6 attack and then lowering my opponent's Elestrals at the same time. And the last for the rune lineup will be Resting on Your Laurels. Just a pure destruction card, 1 cost. Earthquake just didn't fit in this deck for the way I want to run it and use my Spirit package the way I do. So again, overall, it's been looking pretty good. I would say we're at a 75-80% win ratio. So I'm all for it right now, guys. Again, we are going to bring this to the next premiere event, so we're going to see how it goes. Now, if you know me well enough, you know I like simple spirit math. So again, we're running 12 Leviathan and only 8 Owloons. Again, with the Sluggle, we are going to heal an additional 6 on the Leviathans. So the Ambrosias we can use mainly for Owloon, or just depending on the scenario where we're at. Next up, guys, I want to go over the side deck. So the side deck, the beginning of it's going to be more traditional for most decks that you're going to see. Most decks are running at least 2 to 3 copies of PTA and 2 to 3 copies of Shield. So this will round out our rune package, our counter rune package. If I decide I need to side that in, that'll give me a total of 10 counter runes for that deck. It depends on what we're going into and what we think we need. Again, if the first clash goes well and we're able to win, we'll probably just keep it as we're going, or as we see fit. Next up, we did talk about how we have 3 Nobbies and only 1 Double Gator, so there is a second Double Gator in the side deck, along with a second copy of Kuribus if we feel like we need to see pure destruction on that part. The 9 attack is the highest stat we have in our deck right now, and then also the destruction effect. Again, I played against my buddy who played Phosphor Cell out with, I think, 5 spirits on it. I played Kuribus, used Kuribus effect to pop that Phosphor Cell, and I healed 5. So just a really great card to have. I just wanted to have a second copy handy in case we really needed it. The next one's going to be a fun tech option. Every time I go into a premiere event, I like to bring an Elestral that you don't see played too often. So this time we are going to bring the one of Coastalith. Coastalith can be normal cast if your opponent has at least 2 defense position Elestrals. When you normal cast it, you can special cast a 1 cost water from your hand. So the combo I would like to do with the Coastalith is get that on field. Again, I'm running Tsunami High Tide, 3 copies, and 3 copies of Tsunami, so I can go ahead and do that. When I cast him, I would like to play Galaxy to flip that attack and defense. So I also have a 3rd copy of Galaxy in this deck, in the side deck, just to make sure if we decide to go that route, then we're set up. The rest of this is going to be more of a water reanimator package. So we are running 2 copies of Rise of the Depths, able to special cast from Underworld a 1 cost water from the Underworld. So again, Galaxy would be an optimal choice to beat over, or if I say need to do Sluggle to heal extra, Snark to search a High Tide or a Drat King, whatever I might need. Because this card can only be activated with Atlantis on field, we are running a 3rd copy of Atlantis just in case we need it. We're talking about Water Reanimator. Probably the most popular card for Water Reanimator is going to be the Oistillery. Oistillery able to toss a water card, doesn't have to be an Elestral, but toss a water card from our hand to the Underworld to destroy a card, and then say if I use that with Galaxy, I can go ahead and use Rise of the Depths to bring it back. Next up, we are running Sluggle. Again, Reanimator costs you 1 to bring the Sluggle back. You're going to heal 3 on that. And to finish off the reanimator package that you do see in most of those decks, we are running 2 copies of Rise of the Ashes. Again, able to bring back any Elestral from my Underworld. It's late game, say I need to heal and they have Demeter on field with 4. I can bring Curubus back, pop the Demeter, heal 4 right there. If I wanted to bring Doppelganger back to hit over something, if I want to bring Drag King back, you guys get the idea. It's expensive, 100%. It's one of the most expensive cards in the game. It's going to cost you minimum of 4 spirits to get a 1 dropout. It's going to cost you a total of 6 to get a 3 dropout. So keep that in mind. Rise of the Ashes, you want to make sure you, number one, have enough spirits, or you're going to heal spirits off of it. If I use Rise of the Ashes to bring Sluggo back, that's going to be a free rune. The Sluggo is going to heal those 3 spirits back, and then if I want to, I can ascend it to Curubus, I can ascend it to Coastalith, whatever I need to do. That's it for the deck, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. My name is Stella Christoph. I hope you guys have a stellar day. Peace. 20? Nice. You want first or second?
I'll go first.
All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll keep.
I will also keep. Step 1 and let's go plucky.
Okay.
I will grab Zeus.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Okay. I'll draw. Toss out Specterus and attack mode.
Okay.
I will go 1 face down and then attempt Specterus into Plucky.
Okay.
And pass.
Draw. Rabbit.
Bunny? Yeah, Bunny's good. Yeah.
Rabbit effect.
Yep.
Grab that. I will set one and pass.
Okay. I'll draw. I'm going to go Eddie in attack mode. Response?
No response.
Alright, Eddie will switch your bunny.
Yep.
And then we will enter combat.
Yep.
As I hit my whole camera. Eddie into the bunny.
Yep.
And then Specterus will attempt 1.
Okay.
And pass.
I will draw. Laurels.
Yep.
Pop spec.
Pop spec. Got it.
I will go attempt strike in defense.
Okay.
Step 1 and pass.
Alright. I'll draw. I will go Foamy into attack mode.
Okay.
And sadly, I will pass from there.
I'll draw. Cast Arcliffe.
In response, I will Gorgon's Gaze.
Okay. And then I will go Zeus.
Okay.
Okay.
For 3.
Okay.
Okay.
And pass.
All right. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna start with restings. Knocking out the Titanic trick.
Yep.
Let's go Ambrosia. I will use an Owloon to heal back 3 Leviathan.
Okay.
I guess. I will ascend the Eddy into Curubus. Response.
Okay. No response.
I will activate Curubus effect. Disenchant 2 off of it to pop Arcolith.
Okay.
And then because of that, heal 2. As I put cards in the wrong spot. And then Foamy. Let's see. Foamy will attempt in for 1. And then pass return. Now you got me wondering what those face downs are.
I'll draw. Step 1. Go back on defense.
Yeah.
Heal 3.
Okay.
And pass.
Alright. I'll draw for turn. Let's expend a draw. Ooh. Let's see. Let's go rock and a hard place. I will choose the Quackle and the face down next to Zeus.
This one.
The one that, right next to Zeus, yeah.
Okay.
Shield?
Nice.
Then sadly I pass.
I'll draw. I'm going to send Quackle
Okay.
to Sonic Core. Sonic.
Yep.
The boy.
And then from there I will pass.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll cast Eddy. Switching him to defense.
Okay.
Eddy will attempt in Sonic Core.
Want me to use 2/3?
Correct.
Shield Eddy.
Yep.
I'll use one of Zeus to pay.
Yeah. And sadly, we already know what your next card is, so I will pass from there.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll set 1, ascend
Yep.
to Volt Tempest.
Yeah. Yeah, Volt Tempest can't be targeted by card effects. Awesome. As long as Zeus is enchanted.
Yep. It cannot target opponent's cards effects. I'll go to combat and swing over.
Yeah, I'll take 2, and then I will activate his effect to search deck.
Crash Gorgon's Gaze.
Okay. Never mind. Draw for turn. Oof. Set 1. Oof. We'll go Spectaris in defense. Pass.
I'll draw. Let's
Oh yeah.
Reenchant Tempest.
Yep.
Disenchant, burn 3.
Yeah. Can't even be mad about it.
How many spirits do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Yep.
Tempest.
Yep.
Go over spec.
Draw turn.
And your go.
Yeah, there's already no way to get over that. Oh. Let's go Eddie in defense, ignoring the attack or ignoring the effect, and pass.
I'll draw. Reenchant.
Yep.
Disenchant.
Yep.
Burn 3. And Tempest over Eddie.
Yeah. Draw for turn.
And your go.
Yeah, it sucks you can't even Gorgons it. Oh.
Target.
Yeah. So anyone who knows me as I go out on my own terms, I'm going to play Eddie into attack mode. I'm going to enter combat. Eddie will attack while Tempest. Do you have a response?
Yep.
No response? Alright. Destruction. I take my last 2 spirits. That is a game, buddy. Shout out to the freaking goat for Tempest.